And here we go. We are off, and our first event is the women's 200-meter breaststroke, trying to qualify for the World Championships at standard 225.98. Lane number 4 in the middle of the screen. Your top qualifier in the white cap from Camo, Mary-Sophie Harvey, has really been focusing on this breaststroke, as we mentioned earlier, and it's been really paying off for her this year.
I think the thing to keep an eye on is with Angus and Lepage, they swim a very similar race as 100-meter specialists, whereas Mary-Sophie Harvey builds into it a bit more, almost even splitting the race. This morning she was out very calm and relaxed and then had an absolutely amazing back half. But when we talk about events with openings, this is one of them. The first and second place qualifiers for the Olympics last summer for Canada are both not here. Kelsey Walker retired, Cindy Pickham deciding not to compete this year. So there's a wide open opportunity here, and that standard of 225.91 is for the taking.
Well, Mary-Sophie Harvey in the middle of the pool. You see now she's taking over the lead. Angus tucked back her shoulder just behind. She was just over that standard this morning. We'll see what they get to. They were out in 110.1 and 109.99 respectively this morning. Look at this, 109.26. That is 0.4 of a second faster than her lifetime best split for Mary-Sophie Harvey at the 100.
Mary-Sophie Harvey just knows how to race. I spoke to her last week and she said she wasn't going to taper for this meet, and yet she's swimming and riding the water so well. I wish I could swim breaststroke like that, or I tell you all the different intricacies of how to get a stroke like that. But the best thing I can say is she looks strong. She's riding the water nice and high, and expect that tempo to pick up on this final 50 of the 200.
And don't count out the top of your screen. Lane number 3, Alexandra Page. She is the 8th fastest 200 breaststroker of all time in Canada. She's been down to 224.70. She's just 5/100ths of a second behind Angus. Angus a second back of Mary-Sophie Harvey, but all three of these ladies much faster than they were this morning in the prelims.
And that time standard we're keeping an eye out for, Aqua A standard 225.91. Let's try to see if Canada can send 2 athletes to World Championships in the 200 breaststroke.
And here we go at the stretch. It is Harvey. She has 15 meters to go. She passes that red marker. You can see her there coming to the underneath the flags, 5 meters. Her best time is a 224.2, and she crushes that. 223.40. Second is Sophie Angus, well underneath that cut as well, at 224.84, and a great swim. We've got 3 of them underneath that standard. Alexandra Page, 225.91.
And a phenomenal swim there. Alexandra Page, like you said, just tied the Angus. Can we just take a moment for that? A huge personal best time. It is very strong when it comes to Canadian rankings, but also world rankings. This is a really, really encouraging place for where our future of Canadian breaststroke looks. Mary-Sophie Harvey, a personal best time. She set her best time a month ago at the French Open, but this is a really, really great way for her to start this meet.
And great for Angus. Now up into the top 10 all-time Canadian women into the 200-meter breaststroke. And let's not forget, we've got Shima Tagavi right at that standard to qualify for World Juniors. She was just a little bit off. She was 230.33, but the youngster is just 13 years of age. Place here in the women's 200 breaststroke.